Hey guys, so here is a Traxxas Bandit that I bought off of eBay to fix up. I've wanted one of these for a long time, probably about 15 years, and this is what I got. There's a lot going on with this thing right off the bat that's just sort of crazy. So, just do a quick spin around of this thing. I do have the rear wing. Well, I don't have it, but the guy that sold me this thing sold me it with the rear wing, and then he forgot to mail it, so he mailed it today and gave me the tracking number, so that is coming. And quite a few things that need upgraded or are just straight up wrong with this thing. I'll go ahead and pull the body off. The body itself is in pretty decent condition. I mean, it can be cleaned up. Old sticker residue and stuff right there. The only crack that I've seen is right here, but that'll be easily fixed with some shoe glue and sheetrock tape. And I'll go ahead and reinforce the whole body with that when I fix that crack. So yeah, body's not in bad shape. Probably the weirdest thing about this that I've seen so far is the tires. Obviously those are not stock Bandit tires. I thought they were Stampede tires at first, but they are not. Let me get a little closer in on these. So they're about the size of the stock Stampede tires, but they are Koyoshos, and I don't know what they would be off of. They got kind of a crazy tread pattern. Maybe Brent at Adventure Time RC, maybe you would know what these are off of. You seem to have a pretty vast collection from what I've seen. But I'm not really a Koyosho guy, so I'd be interested to know if anybody knows what these are off of. But somebody just glued them to some Bandit rims and they do not fit well. And if you look over here, they actually rub on the shocks, which is insane to think that somebody ran it like that. I mean, they're not rubbing bad, like they still roll, but still, that's how this thing came. It has some sort of a, without pulling it out, it looks like a Speed Gems motor in it. Obviously brushed motor. And there's no gear cover right here, which is pretty important on these transmissions because you suck all kinds of garbage in there without a gear cover. Even with a gear cover, once in a while you get stuff in there. You can bend your motor shafts and whatnot. So I went ahead and ordered a brand new Magnum 272 transmission for this, just to have. I'm going to put a new transmission in right off the bat, just use this one for parts because my Stampede will be able to use parts out of here too. But there's a the main mount for the dust cover is just gone. It's just snapped off, and I'm not sure how you really do that. And then the other mount down here has a screw broke off inside there. So yeah, dust cover is not going to mount up to this without some serious work. And you know, I don't even know how you'd be able to make another mount for that. I was going to buy just the transmission housing and the dust cover, but it was seriously like $10 more to buy a whole new ready to go transmission, so that's what I did. And I bought new tires front and rear. These appear to be the stock Bandit rims as far as I can tell. And on the subject of tires, check out these front tires. These are the stock Bandit tires, and they are just wore completely out. There's just large cracks in them. I mean, somebody ran these things to death. There's no tread left on the inside of either one of these tires. Another thing that I have coming is the 5x11 bearing carriers, because these are just running 5x8 bushings, as was pretty common back in the day. So I'm going to upgrade all these bushings to 5x11 bearings. Never go with 5x8 bearings. They'll go out on you really fast. I've done that in the past. Another thing that was kind of odd to me is this micro, let me get focused better, this micro 2-channel AM receiver here. This thing is tiny. It's like as small or smaller than a 2.4 gigahertz FlySky receiver that I usually run. Shredder, I've never heard of that brand before, but here's the long 27 megahertz antenna that comes with it. Old school. I'm going to be switching that out for a FlySky. I have a OC Day brushless setup coming for this, similar to what I'm running in my Stampede. It might even be the same KV rating. I'll have to check that out. Other than that, I'm pretty much going to leave this thing. I'm going to put new tires on it, and that'll be the second part I'm going to do a kind of a progress as I restore, well, I guess you call it resto mod, this Bandit and bring it back into working order and get it running again. I like doing that. These things are awesome. Old school. I've always wanted one, and I'm going to make this thing right again. Just the craziest tire setup I've ever seen on a Bandit. Not only are they Koyosho, way too big, and on backwards, they got like some weird malforming going on, which will come out probably when I put them in the oven to heat them up to break the glue loose on these rims. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my next part, which will probably be putting new skins on this thing.